Ladies and
No,
gentlemen,
no, 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 no.
what?
Don't speak. Oh, Drew, I'm going to start this episode. Me. And I'm going to say this. Some days, on the eve of summer, on the eve of the hot, sunny, beautiful days, you look back and you think back on the previous, the wintry days, and you're in the haze between the spring and the summer. That's where we are. And the clouds hang low, and the gray, dim days of California pre-summer that no one knows about. But I, from Wisconsin, and you from Wisconsin, we know, we know. All right, you stop with your smile. You stop with what you're doing. I'm opening this episode, and I'm going to say this. This is Dudes with Brews. This is where we have casual conversations. We don't know what we're going to say. Do I know what I'm saying right now? No. No, I absolutely do not. And I will continue to speak these vibrative words that come from my mouth that hit you audibly in the eardrums. Because why? This is Dudes with Brews on a porch with Drew and Rob. And you know what? I'm going to say it too. Cue it. Cue it up now.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
All right. Well, I wasn't sure where that was going, and I don't know that I do still. Um,
Guess what? You know what? I can do echo. Do you hear it?
yeah, don't.
Does that come through on your side?
Sure is. Don't do it.
Yeah. We turn it off.
You all right?
I had brunch today. I
Oh,
had many mimosas.
oh man, you're really
Very,
turning into the mimosa king these days.
you know what? I got to take my Sundays the way I can get them, which is off work. And I worked today. I actually woke up early and I went into work.
Nice.
Because why? I'm Mr. Manager now.
Hey, hell yeah, good for you.
Yeah. We just say manager. Not me. I'm Mr. Manager.
You're Mr. Manager. Well, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to drink real quick, if that's all right with you. I am
Nope.
drinking Lux Beer Company's E.T. Barnum. E.T. Barnum.
Ooh.
Not P.T. Barnum. E.T. Barnum. It is a
Great name for a
chocolate
beer.
and peanut butter brown ale from Lux Beer Company. And the description is pretty straightforward. Peanut butter and chocolate. And then it says the X-Line Tamer turns on the TV in his tiny studio apartment. Static hums like a roar in a canyon. I don't really know what that means, but that's what that means. It is a peanut butter brown and chocolate ale.
Can I tell you something, Drew?
Yes.
This ale better not be brown and it better not taste like peanut butter.
Well, it is brown. I don't get a ton of peanut butter on the upfront on it. I get a little chocolatey taste to it. I definitely get the brown ale taste to it. It's refreshing. It's cool. It's not bad.
Does it taste like peanut butter? Does it? Does it taste like peanut butter?
I mean, I don't get a ton of it. I don't get a ton of peanut butter.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't because P.T. Barnum sells lies. And E.T. Barnum is no different.
You might be right on that. P.T. Barnum does sell lies. He was a whole movie, a musical was made off of him, and they painted him in this great light. But wasn't he kind of like a POS?
Let's not talk about a POS with P.T. Barnum. He changed the world
Did he really?
by exploiting freaks and people that
Oh
were
God.
not inclusive and not that you know what? Frankly, we're just not good by society's idealism of what is good.
Okay,
I'm not gonna critique a beer today.
that's fine. You probably
And you know
shouldn't.
what? You know what? It's not because I was too drunk to go get a beer, Drew. It's because I made the choice. It's not
Yeah.
because I fell asleep for the last hour and woke up at 4:54 on the or 5:54 on the couch and said, "Oh shit, I have to do the podcast still." That's
Yeah.
not why.
Yeah.
Instead, it's because I'm a smart guy, and I said, "I'm going to, I'm going to critique this favorite day gourmet ice cream,
Oh, you got some ice cream?
caramel caramel brownie cake batter ice cream that I stole from my girlfriend's freezer.
Mm-hmm.
She won't be happy about upon her return, as I am animal sitting for her this weekend, and she is in a town far away from here.
Yeah.
I am eating her delicious sweet treat.
You'll have to replenish.
You know, I thought about that, but I think I'm just gonna take it. Just gonna take it right on the chin when she comes back and she goes to look for that ice cream and it's not there. And hopefully I'm not around. And I get the text message. Did you eat my ice cream? I'm gonna go listen to episode 332.
Is that what it is?
She's
Is it
she's gonna
332?
go. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's all
I'm gonna
right.
say you don't know about the podcast that I do. Some girlfriend you are.
All right, all right. Before you get into too much murky water, um, well,
I'm just saying I'm gonna turn this argument around on her.
So you've been.
I know how to do it.
This is the third week in a row that you've enjoyed your brunch and mimosas. That's the person you are these days. On Sundays, we are brunch and mimosas all day, every day.
Yeah, I found a place.
You found a place. What do you
Very
eat?
good.
What do you eat for brunch?
I get a pretzel because idle hour. Don't make that face. No one can see it, but there's a face, and you all know the face that he just made based on my response when I said don't make that
A
face.
pretzel. A
Uh,
pretzel for brunch? You can do that at any time.
Hey, the pretzel is a starter, my friend.
Okay, I'm
And it's
sorry.
as big as the plate. It's as big as the plate,
Anything.
and it's soft.
Anything.
You can cut through it. It's like warm butter, this pretzel. You cut into it. I don't even like mustard. I dip it in mustard sometimes.
Hell yeah.
That's how good it is.
Awesome. How's the
It
mustard?
comes with it's pretty good. It's a little spicy, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with queso. They call it queso. They don't call it cheese. They
Right.
call it queso
Right.
because it's got green peppers in it,
Mm-hmm.
I think. That's how I start.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Now today I went with a breakfast burrito just
Oh,
because
hell yeah.
that's Shauna's normal order. That's my girlfriend. That's her normal order. She wasn't there. You know what? I'm ready to say it.
You said her name.
I'm ready to
You said her name.
ready to Yep, I'm ready to scream it from the rooftops. If you're Instagram friends with me, you can find out who this person is.
Was that picture of her? Was that her in the picture?
Raising the eyebrow?
Yeah, like at the table on the other side of the table?
That was her.
Oh, hot dog.
She's not happy about. I meant to send that to just one person. I posted it to the entire world.
Was that after one too many mimosas, or are you just technology illiterate?
No, yeah, we did 3 pictures that day, just me and her.
That's cute.
Yeah, cute is one word. I don't think you would have said that if you saw us trying to walk home afterwards, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Look at you.
Anyway,
Middle-aged and in love.
I mean, let's not go that far.
Well,
I haven't
middle-aged.
decided if I even believe in that word. All right, let's chill out.
Middle-aged?
Yeah, that's the word.
Oh, okay.
Age is but a number, and time is not real.
You're right. Well, okay. So then you had the breakfast burrito. You had some mimosas. You enjoyed the company of a lovely individual who seems
No,
like
no. Today it's just it was me and some of the people that I've already the cast of characters, the cavalcade of characters that frequent my life.
Can you tell that dog to shut up?
Stephanie was there. Michael Clark was there. Kenny was there.
Mm-hmm.
Kimbra was there, and then a new character, Marie, who
Damn.
is Stephanie's friend from high school, was there. I'm not as familiar with her personality, but I had a good time. It was a
Good.
very good time.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yes.
So I got the first interaction with a parent trying to tell me what to do today in the world of coaching soccer. And I was a bit annoyed by it, Rob. I was kind of annoyed by it.
You should be. You're the coach.
A good portion of our team didn't show up. We had 2 games today. There's 7 kids on the field at any given time, and towards the end we had 8 players. That's it. We had 8 players, so I'm sub.
How many people are normally on the field at any given time?
7. So
you got 1 sub. You got 1 sub.
1 sub. The other team has 5 subs. I have 1, and these kids are getting exhausted pretty quick. It's really hot out. At one point, like, they wouldn't even wait for the ref to call sub. They would just walk off the field, and they're like, all right, 1 sub, go in. And this parent comes up to me and is just like, oh, you need to do this instead. And then thankfully, this parent's ex-wife helps me out every once in a while. It helps me out with the games and organizing everything and gives me pointers. And she told him to shut up. And I was just like, yeah, that's right, man. Stop that stuff. But it really irked me because I'm like, dude, I did not want to be in this situation. I did not want to coach, but they didn't have enough coaches, so I stepped up. Not only did I get the sponsor for the team, I'm the coach. I'm like double whammying it up in here. Our team got absolutely demolished. We got smoked. It was what it was, and I was proud of them because they battled hard. My little group of soccer players.
Soccer warriors.
Yeah, soccer warriors.
What was the end goal score?
Well, the first game we lost by 2. The second game we were toast. I don't know. I stopped.
If you were toasting, so if 2-0 is not toast, was it 5-0 in the second game?
No, the first game was 2-4. The second game.
Oh, okay. You lost by 2. All right.
The second, I don't know. I stopped counting because I was like, I'm trying to make sure the kid. Well, okay. So I started the second game with 2 subs, right? A kid twisted his ankle or something like that. He had to come off for a second. We put an ice pack on it, and then I looked behind me, and he's gone. He just gone. Didn't see him the rest of the game. He gone. Disappeared.
I would have left. I hurt my ankle.
I think his mom came and got him, and he was out of there. No goodbyes or anything. He's just gone. I'm like, all right, well, now we're down.
Going to turn into a solid adult.
Now, come on, now, don't do that. The little
I'm
kid.
I'm legitimately. You like hurt his ankle. He said, "I'm out of here. I know when I am not needed anymore. I've got video games
He was
to play.
needed. He was needed. We desperately needed him.
Now his ankle hurts. I've got mountains to research. I need to know where Mount Rainier falls on the list of the highest mountains on the planet.
But
I'm sure that's what he went to go do.
Yeah, so he's gone. He'll be back, but man, it was a long day.
Let him back? I don't think you should. I think you should bench him next game.
Nope.
Whole game.
They have to play 50% of the time.
Then send him home.
Those are the rules. No, absolutely not. We need people. I mean, I got like,
you need to let your inner Phil Jackson out. All right.
I don't know who that is.
He's a basketball coach. Don't worry about it. All right, continue. Sorry.
But yeah, look behind me. He's gone, and I was just like, I'm like, all right, we just gotta make it through the next 25 minutes of this game and be done with it. And we did it.
Longest half hour of your life.
It was rough. It was really hot. It's starting to get a little humid and all that kind of stuff. So we made it through, and then I had a pretty traumatic week last week. As you notice, I'm not wearing the headphones that I normally wear because they broke. They snapped. I went on a run, I ran, and then I went to just take them off, and it just went and just broke. Along with it, broke my heart. I was very sad about it. I didn't like it.
Where'd it break?
Where'd it break? It broke where the bendy part. It's not supposed to do this.
So you're saying that your headphones couldn't support the springy nature of your fat head?
Maybe. I went to just take them off and they snapped, so that made me.
Look at me. Look at you. You just took that insult and you just rode with it like I was serious. You motherfucker! I thought you'd be like, oh damn, look at Rob, calling my head fat, and then I would go, I'm so sorry, Drew. I didn't mean it. I was trying to be funny.
I do have a big head, so I mean, you're not wrong. So
your head is big because of your intelligence. You're a double master almost. Are you double master yet?
No,
You're getting there though.
next year.
Double master, please teach me the ways of the world.
So yeah, I haven't. Yeah,
It's
they
gonna be
they
a
broke.
silly episode. All right, we better have some shit to talk about because
I got new headphones today, but I bought the earbuds instead for running. They're okay. I'm gotta get used to them, but
wait till you experience inner ear chafing. You've never felt anything.
yeah,
It's like when your nipples bleed, but on the inside of your ear.
I've had that with my nipples, but
Yeah, I know you have. You got the pasties now.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But no, I went on a run today. I did a 5K. Felt great. My knee feels all right. It's not. It things are going good. I've been doing resistance training in my living room with a resistance band and try to build up my muscles around my knee. And I'm gonna run a marathon one day in my life, Rob. Mark my words. I'm gonna do it.
The day you run the marathon, I think we do an episode upon your collapse,
Thank you.
and that's the end of this show.
My claps are upon the finish line, right?
I'll be there at the finish line, and you're gonna collapse at the finish line, as many people do. It's not nothing to be ashamed of. I will catch you, and I'll put you on my back like a little baby chimpanzee, and I'll carry you to a microphone, and we will do our last episode ever.
Couldn't I be like a sloth? Why do I have to be a chimpanzee?
What's wrong with being a chimpanzee? We're all chimpanzee a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You're not wrong. Isn't it wild? Like
Let's say sloths. We'll make it a slow episode. The last episode, we don't go out with a bang. We're not the first Star Wars movie or Jaws. We don't need to go out with some big explosion. No,
Yeah.
we go out like a 1970s transcendental film where you don't know what the hell we're talking about because one of us is half dead because he just ran 26 miles and that used to kill a guy.
And the other one is half dead because of all the bottomless mimosas he.
Yeah. No, his champagne to orange juice intake is way too far on the wrong ratio.
You ever get like gut rot from that for all that sugar?
You know what? That's what we were talking about at the beginning, but I have not. I follow it with water. I ate a
Mm-hmm.
lot of salty chips when I came home.
Mm,
Home. This is not my home.
not yet.
This is my girlfriend's home. I shouldn't have said that. God damn it, love these animals. I love being here. I came back to the place in which I reside for the day.
Interesting you use that word, love.
What did I say?
That you love the animals and you love being there.
Oh, see, it's different with animals. It's easy to love animals. It's very hard to love humans.
Yeah.
Humans have ulterior motives.
That could be
Humans
that
have
could be
secrets.
that could be a concerning statement. What you just said.
You think so?
It's easy to love animals.
Fuck. I'm not from Alabama, man.
No, I'm just saying.
Same-
I'm just saying. Like you don't
Say
have
Mississippi.
no. Like you fall in love with animals faster than you love people. Like people have personalities. People have things to offer. Animals are just you take care of them. Essentially, you're their slave.
You are the one that is speaking words now. Because any normal human being can fall in love with an animal like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to fall in love with a human. It's easy to fall in love with an animal.
All right.
Stand by that statement. I don't know if I believe in love between humans. I think we're both too selfish.
Okay.
And that comes between me and you have known each other long enough where I can say I love you and I know that you don't have ulterior motives that whatever. Majority, it takes a long time. It takes a long time to reach the level of going, you know what? I love you. I'll tell you my deepest secrets and I know you're not going to turn around and tell your friends and laugh at me behind my back because that's what most motherfuckers do.
I think you've displayed most of your deepest secrets on the show.
I have indeed. And I have with Shonda, and I have with most people.
Keep
I
saying
have
her
with
name.
everybody that I've done that with my boss. I don't have secrets from people for the most part. It's
How many?
if I have any deep secrets, I've told them to you and no one else.
Mm-hmm. How many people have you told you loved? When was the first time you told somebody you loved them, like a lady?
When they didn't say it first?
Or no, like just like the first person that you said like I like and meant it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a weird question, actually, because the first girl that I dated said I love you way too quickly, and I said it because I thought I needed to back. And oddly enough, I got to the point where I thought maybe I was at like my feelings for her were changing in the direction of what I thought love might be.
Mm-hmm.
In which case I stopped saying I love you to her, and she freaked out and
Yeah.
said, "Oh, you're breaking up with me," and took off into a rainstorm in the middle of the night whilst very drunk, and it led to our inevitable breakup. So the first time that I actually wanted to say I love you to somebody for real led to us separating and not getting back together. Um,
That's
so I
good.
guess the first time I said I love you and meant it had to have been my second girlfriend, who I was with for 4.5 years. I would have married her. But once again, like looking back on that, me and her had the same ability to to stave off the idea of having arguments. We were very good at keeping the status quo. That's not love,
Mm-hmm.
that's contentment. That's like going like, oh, it's easier to be with you than it is to be alone, kind of thing.
What would you
So
say love is? Describe it to me.
this is the thing. I don't know. I would say that it would like my idea of love comes from my second relationship, where it's watching the person that you're with do the things that they don't even know you're paying attention, and those are the things that make you smile. It's a little kicky dance move while they wash the dishes while you're supposedly paying attention to the TV in the living room, but really you're getting a kick out of their little mannerisms and while they think they're alone. It's it's being able to shrug off the things that most people would find annoying and go like, no, this makes me smile. This is the thing I like about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest I can get. Where you go, love is putting up with the things that you don't necessarily like about a person because you like so much more about them that those things no longer matter.
Yeah. What do you love about me, Rob?
God, so many things. So many. Are we talking physically or emotionally or
I need
what?
all of
Because
the
I
above.
got I got a lot of lists. I mean,
All the
let's go
above.
let's go physically. If you would just take off your shirt, I would love you so much more, but you won't. So, oh boy, there's the nipple. Look at those tats. Those tit tats are so good. I mean, I'm envious of your beard. I'm envious of everything that you have in terms of looks. But mentally, here's the thing: I'm willing to put up with your negativity, your pessimistic bullshit attitude, because your sense of humor warrants something to be desired in the future. You keep me coming back for more,
Mm.
and that's what I love about you the
I'm not
most.
negative like all the time.
All right, audience, write in, write Drew with your fucking emails about this one because
My wife is
can we
folding
get some?
laundry in front of me. Am I negative all the time, Carissa? Nah, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, that was a quick yes that she said. I'm sure of it.
Perhaps.
Mike
Anyways,
didn't pick it up.
continue.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm trying to think if I said I love you to the third girl. I hope not because she was fucking insane and a bad person, and we've talked about this, and she's the only one that's been on the podcast. If
I was
anybody's
gonna say,
listened
yeah, I
long
was gonna
enough.
say, is it the one that she's only your third girlfriend? Have I known all your girlfriends?
Did you know Katie, Lydia, and Jenny?
Yeah.
Then yes, you have, my friend.
Damn, dog. That's wild.
Very inexperienced. I mean, all the women I've slept with, you can add one to that I'm sure you didn't know because it was
Uh,
10 years ago or 15 years ago, and she was 40 then, 40-year-old stripper.
oh my god.
It was a night of passion that led to nothing for me. I didn't even get a release on that one. It was
Okay,
bad.
okay, okay, okay.
I had just relapsed back into
Do,
the drug world.
do you want me to edit this out?
No, go for it. Keep it in there. My aunt's listening. My uncle's listening. I don't give a shit.
Good.
By the way, Uncle Chris, thank you for your comments all the time. I appreciate it. I appreciate all my aunts and uncles and family and friends listening. go ahead, bring it up in conversation. If you want to know more about this stuff, I'll talk to you in person about it. But yeah, no, yeah, I've slept with a stripper. Didn't go well. It was a one night stand. I realized I didn't like them. I didn't like this. I didn't like the act of having a one night stand.
Oh,
First
okay.
off, and I
Yeah.
didn't like. I didn't.
We're moving on. I'm editing that out.
No, go ahead. I don't. I really don't care if people like. What am I supposed to do? That's something that actually happened to
I
me.
know, but it's
Uh,
just
uh, it's not the
um
mimosas speaking. That's just a reality.
yeah.
I'll say it next week. I really don't give a fuck. Like, it's a weird situation, and I learned a lot from it. And I feel like you shouldn't edit that out because it's that's one of those things where it's like it just is what it is. We're all in a moment of time right now, doing what we have to do to survive. Like, I give up my personal time for my job. Does that make me a bad friend if I'm bailing on you because I have to go to work and my yeah, in the moment it does. It makes me a terrible friend because my job doesn't matter in the long run. But in the long run, I'm a good friend because I care about the people that I have in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like there's two different sides to that coin. So don't edit it out. Keep it in because if you edit it out now, the point I just made doesn't seem so poignant, does it? Then I don't seem so smart. That's gonna bother me.
I'm on the fence. We'll see. Um
Leave it in because then you don't have to do the work. I don't want you to have to do the work.
so you've received this manager promotion, this manager title. You are now the ruler of the free world.
That is that yeah, the ruler of the tribe building area.
Yeah. How's that going? Is this your first time managing people?
Yes.
And how do you like it? Do you like delegating? The art of the delegation where I have these tasks to do and guess what? You're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. You distribute the work evenly and then you disperse and you get the job done. Are you a servant leader? Do you serve by or do you lead by serving? Do you complete the task as well or are you sitting in an office that's air conditioned and you're just like working through work orders?
I legitimately don't trust anybody to do the things that I tell them to do, in which case I end up going and doing them myself and overworking myself to the point where I'm going in on a Sunday morning, like I did this morning. Or I give the task to people, and when they say they're done, I have to go and check to make sure that they're done properly. I'm a
Okay.
bad manager,
Okay.
and part of it is because the situation that we're in right here where I work is when I took over the department, it was like we were getting tons of complaints about our vendors not doing the job right. We were getting tons of complaints about this getting done and it breaking down right away again. Always other people working on these things besides myself. It's very rare that I do something and somebody comes back and goes, no, it's not working anymore. So I felt the need to continuously go back and it's straining. It's straining me a lot,
Okay.
and I can't do that anymore. I have to be able to trust the people that I work with.
Yes.
Um, and there's certain people I trust to do the job right, and then there's certain people, but I only have so many people. So what do you
Well,
do?
the thing
What do
happened.
you do?
So when you delegate a task, and if it's not done, you can follow up. That's fine. Following up with a task is no problem. Ensuring that the work is completed, and if it's not quality, if the people aren't doing a good enough job, or it breaks down again afterwards, you follow up with them. You have the tough conversation about, hey, what is it that you need, or what is it that you need from me in order to do this successfully? And if becomes a consistent issue, then you have that conversation of like, we are
That's
not
the problem. That's the problem that I have.
having the conversation.
Is well, it's the fact that there's vendors that we have that are long-standing vendors that in this industry there's a kind of quid pro quo, I scratch your back, you scratch mine mentality, um, that my manager who's out on sick leave has garnered that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a title, I don't have experience, I don't have certification. I have no leg to stand on to come in and say, you know what, you've messed up too many times. We're not calling you anymore. We're calling a different vendor. I'm going to start bringing different people in. I don't have the right to do that at this point.
Sure you
In
do.
which case, I'm stuck with the
Sure you
people.
do.
No, I don't, because I'm a temporary person here.
Oh, just temp, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this will catapult me up the ladder eventually, but in this building, not. No, like in order for me, I've jumped like three positions to get to where I'm at right now, where it's like I should have had to go through multiple rungs on the ladder to get to where I am. They just kind of, instead of bringing somebody that doesn't know the buildings in, put me in charge so that they didn't have to bring in somebody new that has no idea what's going on. But the thing is I know what's going on, and I know that what's going on is not great in terms of our vendors come in, they do the job, they don't do it well. They don't, there's a breakdown in language where it's like they say, oh, this is done. That doesn't mean it's complete. That doesn't mean it's finished. That means the first step is done. We've cut the walls out. Oh, is the job done? Yeah, it's done because that's the language barrier. In reality, the first step is done. Yeah, they cut the walls up, but they still need to let it dry out when there's water damage and then put the walls back and then texture and patch, texture and paint. Those are all different steps. And we've had that come and bite us in the butt where it's like, oh, you said they said our vendor said it was done, so we closed work orders and we just never went back for months. And then the residents go, there's been a hole in my wall with plastic over it for months.
Mm-hmm.
When are you guys coming to put the drywall back?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, well, we thought it was done because that's what our vendor told us because there was a breakdown in the language barrier. But in reality, it's like, all right, well, if we hire a company to do a job, which is cut out the wet wall, put it back later, they should also be kind of on the hook where it's like, you're here for remediation. The whole like part of that is putting the wall back. You can't just have your guys cut out the wall and then say, "Oh, the job's done," and forget about it as well. So both of us are on the hook there. But we're on the hook more. We need so like now as me being like in the managerial position, I'm trying to get in the habit of checking on people's work, checking, going back, calling residents, things like that. It's
That's
not
good.
that hard.
No, that's good. All right.
But I know that once the other manager comes back, it's going to go right back to the way it used to be, which is
Let's
it is what it is.
let's role play a little bit. All right. Let's practice these tough conversations. Let's say you have to. I'm one of your vendors. You're unsatisfied with my work, and you need to sit me down and you need to have this tough conversation about, this is not the quality that we're looking for. We're expecting prompt work. We're expecting honest, upfront communication, and we need to get these projects completed in a timely manner because we are dealing with a situation on impacting a person's living space. So I'm the vendor. You're dissatisfied with me. Don't come out guns a blazing. Now I've had a lot of managerial roles in my life.
I need you to tell me: is it what's the vendor? Is this the air conditioning vendor? Is this the remediation vendor? Is this the cleaners?
Who do you hate the most?
The cleaners are the ones that give us the most trouble.
All right, cleaners. I'm a cleaner.
All right.
I'm a cleaning vendor.
So you speak Spanish only.
Oh.
Now you
No.
see my problem.
Oh, all right, no, but let's just practice. Let's say that's not the situation.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the cleaning vendors, they go through a company that I talk to their owner.
Okay.
She speaks English. So
Okay.
I call her or I text her constantly. I go, "Hey, I need your cleaners. I need your cleaners to be cleaning blinds, outlet covers, light switches, underneath the cabinet, the overhang of the cupboards. These things are not being done right, and I need them to do that. You guys sell the apartments. Maintenance doesn't sell the apartments. The cleaners sell the apartments. The painters and the cleaners, and they're not doing what I need them to do." She goes, "Oh, okay, I'll tell them. I'll tell them."
All right, so what you mentioned there's no clean outlets or light switches. What are the expectations? What do you need it to look like?
I want it to look brand new.
Brand new.
As close as it can look to brand new, without like going. I don't have unreal expectations. If there's smoke, like if the outlets are yellow from smoke damage, you're not going to clean that off.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's dust on, when you turn a light switch on and off, you see dust in the switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can clean that. I need them to be cleaning that out. I need them to, like, us as maintenance, we don't know what we have to replace unless it's cleaned enough to the point where we know what we can keep.
Mm.
In which, so it's like when we come through and it's like the handles for the faucets and the stove and the microwave and the toilet and stuff like that. When they still have stuff on them, it's like I need you to be at least cleaning the heavy trafficked area when it comes to what you touch.
Mm-hmm.
And she constantly says, "Okay, yes, I understand. I'll tell my people." And then it doesn't get done again. And I go and talk to the people, and they say she hasn't said anything to me. I go talk to her, and she says she has. She has a long-standing relationship with my boss, who's on leave. He's helped her build her company into what they are. Now they help with everything. They do everything,
Mm-hmm.
everything, and they've helped me out of a lot of jams just by being available. But because of this, like, because of that fact, like where they're kind of like one of these weird companies that just like, oh, we'll do anything. Yeah, you ask her if she can do it, and she says yes, even if they can't. And then they do a little research and try and figure it out, and they do it
Poorly.
in whatever way they can to make sure to get it done. It's like, um, I personally, as if I was like an actual manager, I'd probably bring in a different company to do certain things. I'd keep them for certain types of jobs, but not the painting, not the cleaning, because it's hard to schedule with them. It's hard to communicate. It's hard to tell. I want to talk to the workers. I want to be able to tell the workers like this is what I want. This is what I expect. And because I can't go through an intermediary, which is the third party owner of the company, who's telling me that they're talking to the people, but the people are saying she didn't say anything to me.
So do that.
'Cause
Find somebody else then, temporarily.
I can't do that. Can't do that.
You're in the role. You can do it. You can just don't tell them. Just find somebody else to do something one time and
I've
give it
thought
a shot.
about. I've got another company. I've got their business card in my wallet. I'm
Call
this
them.
close.
Call them. Set up an appointment. Have them take care of 1 unit, 2 units. See how it goes. Gauge the work from there. It's as simple as that. The other company doesn't have to know about it. And if they find out about it, be like, well, we have high expectations. We have expectations that you need to complete, and you're not doing it. This is business, Rob. Yes, I understand. I understand that it's important to have relationships in business, but at the same time, if you have somebody that's not doing the job correctly and efficiently and effectively, you move on. You get rid of them. That's just how it works. This isn't you're my friend, I'm your friend. You're going to do a half-assed job, I'm going to do a half-assed job. If you have a goal in mind, you step in and you coach them through it. If you continue to coach and coach and coach and coach and you're not seeing any results, unfortunately, you have to let them go. This is business, Robert. I've done this many times. I've had relationships. I had to fire somebody that I greatly respected before. He was became a friend of mine just because I worked with him every single day. He was a great person, a great human. Made some mistakes, did some things that we as a company could not forgive. And I said, hey, no hard feelings here, but because of what you did, we have to let you go. This doesn't impact the way I think about you as a person. This doesn't impact the way I think about you as a worker, but you cannot do what you did and expect to move on. So I had to let them go. And then I had to escort them out of the building. And it was embarrassing for them. It was embarrassing for me. We had another 20-minute conversation in the parking lot. It's just what it is. That's business, Rob. You have the title, or whether it's interim or permanent, but you have the reins. You have them by the balls, bro. You can go in there and you can make waves because, God damn it, you're gonna have an effective living place for people who move across the country like you did to California to build this better life, to become an actor, to become a writer, to become a singer, to become a dancer, to become a whatever the hell they want to become. in the
Maintenance tech.
maintenance tech in the sunny state of California. That's what you're gonna do. You have to do it. Take a risk, Robert. Take a risk. And if
Well, we'll
you know
see.
what,
I
if
mean,
you get fired, you know what? You're in your girlfriend's apartment anyways.
damn straight. Actually, I like that mentality, except for the fact that that apartment happens to be on
Where
site
you work.
where I work. That makes things a
You
little.
can
There's
become
a
a
lot of
tenant.
ins and outs, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of what have yous.
No, I think you need to take a chance. Give that other company a call. Don't tell that other company about it. You don't have to, and just give it a shot. See if the work is better, and if it is, that's who you use.
I honestly, I'm thinking about doing it for this week because I'm coming back to Wisconsin, so I need somebody here.
Oh yeah. When you coming back?
A week from yesterday, so not even 7 days.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I'll be landing in 7 days. So an exact week from now, me and you could be recording live together. So dust off that second microphone. Make sure that second cable is not broken.
All right.
You know,
It'll be good.
I'm gonna walk to north wherever you live.
Yeah.
You like that? I didn't even
Thank
say
you.
the city name.
Right.
And we're gonna do this shit in person.
Person. Old
No
school.
mimosas. I'll be sober at the start, and
We'll drink mimosas.
if you want to, I'm game.
Well, I'm ready for it. I'm excited about it. I have a long week ahead of me, indeed. So I drank Looks Beer Company E.T. Barnum. E.T. standing for extraterrestrial. Did you know that? So when they
No,
call
I thought it was actually extra tasty.
it's good. The chocolate and peanut
But it
butter
wasn't. It sucks.
brown
You
ale.
didn't drink it.
No, I did drink it. It was good.
I'm gonna critique the beer for you. Critique the ice cream for me. I'll critique the beer for you.
I don't think I said the ABVs. It was 6.2 ABV. It was very much brown ale-esque. Maybe there was some subtle notes of peanut butter, a little chocolate on there. I would have liked a little bit more. But it wasn't horrible. It was refreshing. It was good.
If you call it a peanut butter,
There's got to be peanut
can
butter.
we be honest? It's got to taste like peanut butter.
Yeah,
all
it's
right?
got to have that peanut butter kick to it. But not bad. I would definitely give this brewery another shot. With another beverage. I didn't have the 15%. 120 minute. Yeah, I'm saving it for a little bit longer. Maybe for a time where you're not nose deep in mimosas. Maybe that's the one that we'll have in person together. I only have one, but I can probably get another bottle somewhere. So that's what I had.
We can share 2 beers together.
We can share it together.
Unless you want to be selfish, and I'll drink a Bud Light. And watch you drink a delicious 15% aged craft beverage while I drink a Bud Light that you provide for me.
Yes, I can do that. We'll figure it out, and then we'll be reunited pretty soon. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun, and then we're gonna go to a wedding in a few weeks. We're both in it, right? You're in it. Correct?
I got a tux, so I think I'm in it. Or a suit. I had to rent something, so that means I'm part of something.
As did I. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I look forward to it. Make sure you are following us on all of our things. Give us that 5-star rating on Apple if you'd be so kind, and we would appreciate it. Happy almost summer. This podcast is called Dudes with Brews on a Porch.
And I was eating favorite day gourmet ice cream. Eat it.
I didn't see you take one bite out of it.
It's okay because I ate half of it before we even hit record.
You're gonna drink it now because it's melted.
Well, look, it takes hands, and it is melted. I am gonna drink a little bit of it, just real quick for just let.
Oh God, that's disgusting. All right,
you think that, but it's delicious.
Good.
That cake batter sits on the tongue while the sweetness sits on the back of the tongue. Oh man, the caramel comes through with the nodes of the brownie on top of the cake batter. This is an ice cream to eat, drink, just enjoy all around.
All right, I'm hitting stop now.